understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past, I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse first. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shy. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, girl shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shy. I forever be the hardest, big time.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Carlos Sanchez set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Got his man, Dell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Allen going to audible to a different look. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
They're on the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Young off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Johnson, the man in motion right. Now here's Young. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. This is taken at the 15. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
That's complete to Dell. And all the way down to the 37. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
All 52. What is that?
Allen. And this one is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Alert! Stop. Regular. What's that?
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Allen now looks to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here we go, Shaq.
Again, it's Neal as they stay on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Young to throw it. Going up top for Kupp. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline. But here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Last thing, 19. Come 19. Come 19. 18, go!
Young. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Here's Neal. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10...
Ready, break! Warrior 70. Here we go. Ready.
Young will set to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Here's Allen. Taking a shot for Dell here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tank Dell, 60 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And that's incomplete. The Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
To the air once more, Young. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Hey, tight. Alert.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Taking a shot for Dell here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Eagles Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Looking to throw, Young. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. This is Neal. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try to run with Neal, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, Young. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 range, 70 range. Hut, hut.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Yeah, he's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Ready? Check go.
Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Allen going to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
56.
To the air. Allen. Right side. It's Hamler pulling it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Alert! Alert!
Now Allen. Got his man, Dell. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, home. All 52. Half 85. Alert!
Here's Allen to throw it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Warriors 70. 19 tight.
Now Young. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Here is Young. Throw left side complete. That's Neal. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Young. That's taken in by Kraft. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Again, they run with Neal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
53-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Let's go now.
It's Young off play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Neal. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Panther 11, set go.
Young to throw it. Able to find his man, Kraft. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it with Neal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They run again with Neal. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Johnson goes in motion left. Now here's Young. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Allen.
Taking a shot for Dell here.
And got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
5 wide. Middle. 56. What's that?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
18, Pioneers, Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates.
Young will set to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now Young. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll throw again. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Young off the play fake.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
To the right side and caught by Dell. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Alert!
Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 26. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To him as he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Allen. That is caught by Dell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now Allen going to change it up. They'll run with Dobbins.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now they'll change things up. Dobbins once more, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Five wide.
Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Take Dell.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
25. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Neal. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
19 tight. Ready.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Here's Young from the shotgun. That'll be caught by Kupp.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
60 Bobcats, 19 Lions.
Young now.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It'll be Young again.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 79 Bronco.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go.
Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Santos' kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
Hey, tight. Alert! Gun. Alert! What's that?
Allen going to throw.
They're going right back to Hamler. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, hold. What's that?
To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown, Browns. Takedown from 4 yards out. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Browns 42, Eagles 28. Harrison Butker is set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Set. 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Ready up.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go. Go.
To throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
60.
Young to throw.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Young. That's caught by Johnson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Bryce Young,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. That's taken in by Kraft.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Young. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Neal. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Here's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Five wide.
Throwing, Allen.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Neal. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Now the first throw in overtime for Young. He finds his man complete. It's Neal. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. This is Neal.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run with Neal. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. Warrior 70. Street. Rig alert. Hurt. Check out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Neal. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Santos' kick is up and through, and with it, they have taken the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't
for the Eagles, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss here will move them back to 500.